talking sports. It's in the game.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Great. 63.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Brown the motion man right. They go play action with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a 1st down. They'll run with Chubb. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up 3rd down.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
They'll start on the ground with Swift, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And Hurts going to move him around. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Eagles at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Swift going to try up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Hurts. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
73.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 53 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. 2nd down. Here's Chubb again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Watson off play action. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Here's Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Quick throw completed by Watson. Room past the 35. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now it's Watson. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 1st and 10, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. He finds his man complete. Watkins. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. That is caught. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Chubb will get the call running left. And he's brought down. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he stopped immediately there. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Deshaun Watson as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and the lead will shrink to 6. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd down, here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Play action's supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They run again on first down. Chubb fighting through, and he's got space. And another fine run there. This one good for 15. He's come out on a mission here to start this drive. Another first down. 94 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Down right around the 25. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9. And again, it's Chubb. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Watson now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They'll try again with Chubb. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Eagles offense staying out there. Of course, Hurts always a threat to run. They'll go for 2. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Hurts will throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Chubb on the counter. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
You know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Quick slant completes into Njoku. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Another extra point opportunity here. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
King, Phil King, Phil King. 63, 63. 6, low silver, ready? Hey, easy, 63, 63.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant. Look at the big man rumble. And finally taken down at the 15. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Swift is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73.
Swift again.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll run with Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the fourth down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. Second down, here's Chubb again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The Browns on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And now they're in the hurry-up. Hurts. Flushed out right. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. A give running right is Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They go play action with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And this one complete to Smith. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll get 23 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Eagles. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Flush to his right. Oh, and that is incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, back.
Back
Back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15.
Well, just a gigantic play here. Both sides. This is 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you've got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
King, Phil King. Hey, 73, 73. Hey. Tiger Hornet.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Elliott good with a PAT. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here's 1st down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to maneuver. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. One last throw here for Watson.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Now, it was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles, and that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think hope was wearing one